All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2021 Homecoming Teacher Candidate Introductions. Today you will be hearing from select teachers who will be sharing with you why they think you, the student body, should vote for their homecoming candidate. Voting will take place tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The ballot will be in a link in the student hyperdoc where you will be filling out a Google form. Once the introductions are completed today, you may be excused. Thank you to all who have participated so far in this year's homecoming events. Now, I will turn to our very first speaker, Senora Stewart.
See, what did I tell you? Okay, the original plan was just to say his name and wait for 5 minutes of clapping, but I did write something. Good afternoon, I am Mrs. Stewart, and I have the honor of introducing you to someone who inspires me. American poet Maya Angelou said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Although Armando did not say that this is his life motto, it fits him. We heard the applause on Friday morning when his name was announced. We've heard his name shouted down the hallway of our school. We hear his name yelled out when he sits in the stands and when we sit in the stands. Armando connects with people because of the way he treats them and the way they feel when they are around him. I speak 2 languages, and coming up with words to describe Armando is difficult. I reached out to students, family, coaches, and other staff members to ask them how they would describe Armando. Over and over, there was silence. Eyes moistened, and finally, I heard the phrase, "I love Armando." When I waited a little longer, I got comments like, "He's such a hard worker. He's hilarious. He's genuine." And then finally, "It's just how he makes you feel." I still remember the day Armando's mom and dad, Candy and Armando, brought him to register at Fairmont High School in 2016. Although I could see that he was nervous, within moments, the conversation was filled with laughter. It didn't matter whether Armando and his parents spoke English. The smiles, they spoke volumes. Not long after we got Armando registered, he introduced me to his younger brother, Fernando. Because of the age difference, Fernando had to register at the elementary school. I don't know who the separation was more difficult for. Armando loves spending time with his brother. They play basketball and they play video games. He enjoys seeing his brother smile and be a part of things here at Fairmont High School. As Mariana, Armando's cousin and best friend, shared with me, Armando lost a lot of friends in Mexico because of his loyalty to his brother and the values that drive him as a person. Making everyone feel welcome and important didn't make him so popular or set well with the people he thought were friends. But as you can see today, Armando walks with his head held high, and not just because he stands 12 foot 1 inch, but because he's proud of who he is and the decisions he makes. His compassion and his inclusivity has really endeared him to so many of us here at FHS who know him and who love him. Armando does not focus on what many of us would call challenges. Moving to a new country, starting at a new high school, and not speaking the language would be terrifying to many people. There were times that Armando wanted to return to Mexico, to what he knew, but his family supported him and they encouraged him. At FHS, Samantha Castro was one of the first to reach out to him, and Brian Archila used whatever Spanish he could muster to try and make him feel welcome. What so many people call obstacles, Armando just approached to as part of life. He immersed himself in language and culture. He went out for basketball. His coaches and his teammates, although they were able to see his potential, couldn't communicate with him the way they would have liked to. But they figured it out. Armando plays soccer and participates in track, but he loves basketball. It was the last thing he remembers about Mexico before he left. And one of his proudest moments here at FHS was dunking during a game. Now, if you were to ask Mr. Thompson what makes Armando so special, he would talk about Armando's captivating presence on the court. He shared a story with me about Summer League. While warming up, Armando caught the eye of some younger players and ended up with a fan club who followed him from game to game. One of Armando's heroes is basketball player Michael Jordan. He admires his hard work, and he admires his ability to overcome challenges. Armando, too, is looking forward to doing the same. He's looking forward to studying business in college like his mom, but he would also love the opportunity to continue playing sports. If he could give others a piece of advice, he would say, try talking to one another. If you don't speak someone's language, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just try. Family is the most important thing in Armando's life. Family is what pushes you and supports you. It doesn't matter where you are, family makes a place home. Armando, he makes efforts to make everyone here at Fairmont High School feel like they are a part of something. Armando embodies what it means to be a Fairmont Cardinal, literally. He even puts on the Cardinal suit to spend more time with his cousin, to cheer on our teams, and to make people in the stands smile. Fairmont community, our homecoming king candidate, the Fairmont Cardinal who makes everyone who spends time with him feel listened to, cared for, and at home. Armando Hernandez Santiago.
I don't get to do that very often. She knows her dad. My name is Rex Hernus. I'm a math teacher here. Keep them close. I love homecoming. I love the traditions and all the fun stuff that we do. But here's the one thing I think about first. Homecoming isn't just about dress-up days. It isn't just about a pep fest or a dance. It isn't just about a football game or coronation or this court. I love homecoming because it's about all of us. It's about the pride that we have in our school and in each other. Homecoming is about celebrating everyone who's part of our Cardinal community, celebrating the stories that every single one of us bring. And I think right now would be an appropriate time to take a second and give yourselves a round of applause for what you do to contribute to this Cardinal community. So. Now, having said that, today I get to tell you a little bit about the story of this Cardinal, right? Wasn't supposed to be yet. Ellie's mom is my beautiful wife, Michelle, who's absolutely the source of every one of Ellie's positive traits. Where's Todd Seagar? I need him to keep me focused. Ellie has a brother, Ben, who graduated from here in 2018, sister Anna, who graduated in 2015. Anna's married to Trent, who has become like another brother to Ellie. Ben, Anna, and Trent are simultaneously Ellie's biggest cheerleaders and her biggest role model. I asked them some things to say about her, and Ben said, to be brilliant and funny is admirable. To be tenacious and have grit is exceptional. To be deeply compassionate and relationship-oriented is to be a friend. And to be all of these is to be Ellie. And Anna said, as Ellie's older sister, I've always wanted to be a good role model for her, but more often than not, I found myself looking up to her deep compassion, her gentle patience, her genuine humility, her full joy, and her quick wit. And Trent added, before I married Anna, I didn't have a little sister, but now I feel like I fully understand what it's like to be a protective big brother. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for the most compassionate, loving, genuine, empathetic little sister. Ellie has lots of good memories here at FHS, but among the most notable have been the homecoming weeks each year, service day with her Cardinal Connections group, school dances like prom, bus rides with her teams, and of course that memorable day that we can all remember when Hayden Burhow took off his shirt when he was hypnotized. Among the many things she's proud of, she mentioned that she can spell tomorrow without autocorrect. She tries to work really hard at all the things that she does, and she's become bolder in stepping out of her comfort zone. She's also very proud that she hasn't stepped on the yellow squares in the math wing or outside the math wing bathroom since 7th grade, and she intends to keep that streak throughout high school. So, some things that make her happy are being with her friends and family and our dog Teza, when we have curly fries at lunch. The froyo machine here in the cafeteria used to make her happy, but that broke after 7th grade. We don't know where it went. In her spare time, she loves to hang out with Ben, Anna, and Trent and cheering on Cardinals with her friends. Her advice for FHS students is to get involved in everything that you can. Go to every game and dress up for every Spirit Day because these are the best high school memories. But most importantly, she said to be bold and challenge yourself to do things outside of your comfort zone and meet new people. No one will ever look back and think that they were too kind, so just be kind to everyone. Ellie has been involved in lots of things during her time at FHS. She's been in the musical every year since 7th grade, including the year that she had the lead role in Into the Woods. Actually, she was just a tree, but we think a show that was called Into the Woods, the trees were the leads, right? I don't know. She's involved in student council, National Honor Society, choir. She helps coordinate our blood drives. She's involved in tennis, gymnastics, and track. And she's had a lot of fun and actually a lot of success through her activities. If you look at the pictures up above the gym, you'll see there are pictures up here of her with the medals she's earned at state track meets. Her name is on the record plaque, the all-time school record plaque for track for doing some things that no one else has ever done in the history of our program. And as a dad, I mean, those things are fun. It's fun when stuff like that happens. But the truth is, those things have absolutely nothing to do with who Ellie is and why I'm so proud of her. Ellie has a heart for people. She's sometimes pretty quiet, so you might not know how important it is to her that everyone feels valued and included. Here's just one example of that. Last year, Ellie decided that she wanted to do something to promote unity on the tennis team. She decided that for each match, she was going to bring a hair ribbon for each member of the team, different color each meet. And there was one day that I don't know what happened, but the count got messed up and she didn't have enough for everybody. And I'm pretty sure what happened is she ended up giving up her own and she took the one back from Coach Olson that she had given to her. So I think everyone got one. But it really bothered Ellie. And I've seen her come home from track meets upset, or not track meets, tennis matches, upset with how it went or the result or how she played or things like that. But that day it was the most upset I saw her. That's weird. That day was the most upset I saw her because she felt bad that she almost left somebody out. And that speaks to who she is. So I'm thankful that Ellie's on this court, but probably not for the reasons you might think. I don't know who you're going to vote for tomorrow, and frankly, I don't care, right? It's whatever. I am thankful she's up here because it means I get to be up here. And although my anxiety is absolutely through the roof right now, I understand that as a parent, it is a rare gift that you get to be in public and talk about your kid. And so, class of 22, thank you for giving me that gift. Ellie has some school records or whatever, and that's cool. But I'm pretty sure I hold the world record, probably tied with, Mr. Thompson and with lots of people. But there is no dad anywhere who is more proud of his daughter than I am. And FHS, it's my privilege to introduce one of my biggest role models.
Okay. First, I would just like to congratulate the entire court. All of you deserve to be king and queen. So it's great to see all you guys up here. Now, Andrew, as soon as he found out he was going to be a candidate, he came to me and said, "Hey, could you speak for me?" And I'm like, "Sweet, top 10, here we go." Okay, huge David Letterman fan. I got this. Top 10, I can do this. Next words out of his mouth was, "Dad, no top 10. Yeah, yes, thank you. I tried to write the speech. Didn't go well. I sat down with Andrew, and we tried to put together a speech. Didn't go well. So we had to enlist a professional speechwriter to help us get through this. And so neither one of us have seen this. We sat down with the speechwriter. She went ahead and took all of our information, and this is the first time I've seen it, fresh off the presses. First time Andrew's going to hear it. So, and you guys too. We all get it at the same time. This is great. So, ready, buddy? Okay. Most kids can be described easily. You can put them into a group, identify them based on their activities, strengths, and interests. You can make a list of what they do and who they are: an athlete, an intellectual, an actor, a gamer. It's not easy to put Andrew Johnson in a group. He is so many things. He is an all-or-nothing kind of kid. He is dedicated and passionate about the things that matter to him, and he is kind and known to his friends and classmates as a really nice guy. To put him in a group has to start with his family. He is the youngest of 4 boys. His oldest brother, Matt, is a paramedic. Nick is a teacher. Nick? Hey, there he is. There we go. Thomas is serving in the Marine Corps, and being the youngest can't be easy, but Andrew's brothers adore him. They might pick on him and give him nicknames, and trust me, there's a bunch of them, but ultimately, they have a lot of respect for him. His mom was a high school English teacher for more than 25 years, and I have the privilege of being his dad, his driver's ed instructor, a coach, and a teacher to him. Andrew's activities have varied throughout the years. Andrew has participated in trap, hockey, football, and track. He loves being part of relay teams and track and working to improve his times. Plus, you can find him almost every single day working out at the gym. It is a necessity and a natural part of his routine, and we adore his commitment and dedication. And when we say every single day, it's every single day. He's always at the gym. Now, if by chance you ever go out to Wyoming and you head up the mountain towards Togety Mountain Lodge, about 3/4 of the way up, look to the left side, there's a ravine named after Andrew. Now, if you would like to know more about that, you're just going to have to ask him. Let's see, a few facts about Andrew. He brings his lunch to school every day, if you didn't know that, mostly chicken every day. He has a giant fluffy dog named Keena, and he thinks she's pretty awesome. He works at Domino's. He drives a white car. His favorite snacks are Swedish fish and Sour Patch Kids. All right. He is the tallest in the family. His favorite vacation was a trip to San Diego, California to see his brother Tommy J. And what was it like? What's the video game it's like? San Diego? GTA. Yeah. He said it's identical to the game, guys. Identical. I haven't played the game. I have no idea, but I thought we were in a pretty cool place. He likes snowmobiling when he can stay on the snowmobile. He likes riding his jet ski when he can stay on the jet ski. He thrives on routines and gets angry when it's messed up. I can completely agree with that. I've seen his schedule get messed up, and it's not fun. He tries to be on time, but usually can't do it. So, I have a big apology to all of his previous first-hour teachers and his current first-hour teachers. I'm really sorry. Okay, he's probably going to be late. I also need to apologize to his brother Thomas, who we grounded many times for Andrew being late to school when it really probably wasn't Thomas's fault. His favorite movie is The Interview. He has gone on a few college visits, but hasn't made any decision yet about after high school plans. He did mention a couple times to me that he's probably just going to stay at home. In the meantime, he's going to embrace his senior year and make the most of it. I am glad Andrew can't really be put into a group or labeled a certain way. He is all kinds of things, but most importantly, he is my son and a really great guy. So here is your candidate, Andrew Johnson.
All right, today, all right, let me take a deep breath here. Yeah, zone. Today I have the honor of introducing Libby Toski. Her parents are Sarah and Ty. Oh my goodness, I didn't know 100% get. She has a twin sister, Maggie, and a miniature schnauzer named Toby. I was wondering if her miniature schnauzer and my giant schnauzer, Cooper, could be friends. I'm sorry, Cooper is, yeah. I've known Libby since she was in 7th grade, but heard about her through her grandma before that. She's currently my second hour TA and is in my textiles and clothing class. Libby's involved in a wide variety of activities at FHS. We'll start with tennis. Libby says this has been such a great year. They are 14-2. She is partners with Hope Clanderud. I asked her if she and her sister Maggie had played doubles together. They have, and she said it was so much fun, and they only argued a little bit. Last time they played against each other was in 8th grade, where Maggie did beat Libby. In Libby's defense, she had a giant Band-Aid on one of her feet, so she couldn't play to the best of her ability. After talking with some of her teammates, I'm getting a bit worried about her health. Rumor has it that she can eat a 6-pack of Glazers in one sitting, and one person even said it was 7. As a teacher who teaches nutrition, I'm a bit worried. Libby's also in National Honor Society. She has been playing the flute since she was in 5th grade and has been in the last few fall musicals. Libby loves to dance. She's on the dance team and has also been taking dance at Dancing Plus for 11 years. Her favorite dance style is jazz or tap. I contacted her dance team coaches, Courtney and Lisa, to get the scoop on Libby. They said when you ask Libby to have straight arms, she gives you 2 options because of her double jointed elbows. Okay, you have to show us because I just couldn't visualize it. Oh, all right. Very cool. I just couldn't visualize it when they wrote that to me. They said that she always has a great running commentary and has asked several times to be mic'd up like NFL players to give true insight to thoughts running through her head during kick routines. Now, have you seen her kicks? They are very impressive. They're like straight up. Yeah, we won't make her do that. Your coaches then got serious and said that Libby has won the Team Spirit Award the last 3 years. This award is chosen by her teammates. That's pretty awesome. They said she is a friendly face and can lift anyone's spirit with her infectious smile and positive attitude. I did contact one of my FCS squad members, you know, the gals that help us sew in 7th grade. It's her grandma, Susan, is one of the leaders. She said that Libby is the best granddaughter ever. Oh, she did add that Maggie was too. Her grandma said that Libby has been an entrepreneur since the age of 10. They had the business Libby Sue Creations, and that's when her love of sewing started. When asked what her favorite memories have been at FHS, Libby said all of the homecomings. I don't know if you've seen her this week, but she has been totally rocking every dress-up day. Pretty awesome. Her favorite dress-up day was definitely in 8th grade when her friends all went as Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. She said she was happy, and she even made all of her friends hats. Libby plans to attend Iowa State University next fall and either study fashion design and merchandising or interior design. She's going to be walking some of the same halls I did a gazillion years ago. Go Cyclones. Yeah. Advice she has for students just starting out at FHS is get involved, be a part of school activities like homecoming dress-up days. Join that club or sports team. You won't regret it. I asked her to share some of her favorites. Favorite holiday, Christmas or 4th of July. Collections, she gets a sticker from everywhere she travels. Favorite things to do, play tennis, hang out with friends and family, dance, sew, boating, and swimming in the summer. Favorite music artists, Ariana Grande, Beyonce, AC/DC, Post Malone. Okay, I had to ask them. Post Malone. Favorite food, pasta or tacos. Favorite candy, Kit Kats. Mini M&Ms, she said they are way better than regular M&Ms. And cherry Jolly Ranchers. Favorite restaurant, El Agave and Green Mill. Favorite coffee shop, Caribou, but she doesn't like the actual coffee. She likes the cookies and cream drink. Favorite flower, carnations and roses. Favorite candle, lotion scent, champagne toast, and vanilla pumpkin marshmallow. I have to agree. Favorite dance that she's ever performed, and on the dance team is their Queen mashup jazz dance, which my daughter Abby got to dance with her way back in the day. Favorite boy, Sam. They've been dating for 2 years. He's super tall. How tall is he? 6'7". Yeah. He is from Blue Earth, but goes to Iowa State. So we won't vote him off the island. For those of you that know Libby well, none of this news is news to you, but those of you that don't, I hope you enjoy getting to learn a little bit more about this wonderful young lady. I'm getting teary-eyed again. Libby wants, I don't know why. Libby wants you to know how honored and humbled she is to be chosen. Whew. And congratulations to Libby, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of your homecoming week. I don't know why that happened.
All right, can you guys hear me? All right, so today I get the privilege of introducing Alexander Muller to you all, and I think that is honestly the first time I've ever called him Alexander. It's usually just Mo. Okay, so we're just gonna go with Mo today. Mo is the son of Bruce and Loretta Muller, and the older brother to Corrine and Ilana. So I want to tell you a story about the first time I met Mo. He was probably 13. I was home from college working at the golf course, and I'd see a few holes over this kid with a huge knee brace on. He's got his bag on his back, walking down the fairway like that, okay? So if you ever go to a golf course, you will never see that. So I thought it was quite strange, okay? I looked over at the guy I was working with. I said, wow, okay, that kid is either very dedicated to golf or he's just a little bit insane. Huh? The guy I was working with looked at me, he goes, yeah, that's Mo. About a week ago, he shattered his knee by getting hit with a baseball. Right? And then I knew he was insane. Right? Because if anybody else got hit in the shin or hit in the knee with a baseball, they would not be walking 18 holes. Since then, Mo and I have formed a pretty cool relationship. I get to coach Mo during the hockey season, where he's kind of a pain, but he's a very good leader. And we work together in the summers, where on occasion, I have had to call him to wake him up so he could come to work. Okay? A few fun facts about Mo. He loves to golf. I think everybody knows that. He wants to golf during college, possibly majoring in business or psychology. His favorite high school class is computer apps. His favorite food is pizza. His favorite candy is Reese's. And his dream is to own a golf course someday. I don't think this is a fun fact, but an interesting one. Mo only has 9.5 fingers. Will you show everybody? Okay, there we go, 9.5. Okay, if you want to know that story, you'll have to find him and ask him. Okay. So I've got to spend a lot of time with Mo over the past few years, and at first I thought he was insane. Then I figured out he's just very dedicated. If Mo puts his mind to something, he will find a way to get it done. Okay? Mo would make a great homecoming king for FHS.
Hi. Just a second. Boy, did I need that. Those 7th graders. Oh, hey. I'll just set that right there. Don't touch it. Good afternoon. It's my privilege to be here today in front of all of the wonderful candidates and in front of you to introduce you to Maggie Todsky. Maggie's the daughter of Ty and Sarah Todsky, and she has an older sister,
Well, actually a twin sister, but Libby is older by an hour and 15 minutes. Maggie's a 3-sport athlete here at Fairmont Junior-Senior High School. She plays tennis, basketball, and golf, and she's also a member of National Honor Society. As I was preparing this today, I asked her a few things that kind of make her unique to our student body, and here are some of the random things that she gave me. Excuse me. I know, is your mouth watering? It probably is. Her favorite song is Time of Our Lives by Pitbull. Her favorite food is enchiladas. Her biggest fear is heights. Her biggest pet peeve is when Libby slams the Jeep doors. Favorite ice cream flavor is cookie dough. Favorite restaurant is Channel Inn. Her favorite candy is Kit Kats or Twix. Outside of school, she likes to hang out with her friends and family, play sports. Some new things here: 4-wheeling, hiking, boating, fishing, and even hunting. Well, kind of hunting. She used to be able to hunt, but now she can't go anymore because she talks too much. Her favorite movie is either The Longest Ride or The Great Gatsby. Her favorite cereal is Lucky Charms. Her greatest high school memory so far is going to state as a team in 2020 for golf during COVID. The person she admires the most and why is her mom, because she is so hardworking and would do anything for her and Libby. Maggie's advice to underclassmen is to soak everything in. High school flies by, so enjoy it. Some randomness about Maggie: her big toenails fall off every basketball season. They actually turn a very random bluish, blackish color, and she has to show us when they're about to fall off. I don't know why she has to show us, but she shows us. Her hidden talent is Maggie is known for making friends and getting Snapchats from anyone, anywhere, regardless of what school they go to. Sometimes we can't find Maggie when we are ready to leave a school because she's making friends somewhere with somebody. In fact, her tennis matches also seem to take longer than anyone else's because Maggie spends so much time talking to her opponent before they actually play. I even heard from a good source this week, Mom, you might want to plug your ears, that Maggie was trying to befriend law enforcement during the toilet paper raid by asking to take pictures with them after getting caught with toilet paper. Wow, but doesn't surprise me at all if you know Maggie. Oh, and yeah, Libby is the safe. What is this? Just wait. Oh, gonna need some of that for this. Well, one of Maggie's nervous habits, and it all kind of makes sense to me now, is when she's anxious, she calms down by twirling her hair. You can tell she's done a lot of twirling today. Yeah. And anyways, Libby maybe helped me with this one a little bit, but when she was younger, she had a Bratz doll that she named Wendy. And one night when she was twirling Wendy's hair, the head fell off.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I woke up to it had fallen off because my dad tried to hide it from me because he broke it.
Oh. Dad broke it. But anyways, the head would not reattach. The head would not reattach. But Maggie still slept with the Bratz doll with no body for a long time. And Libby came to me the other day and she said, "Can you please take the Bratz doll and get rid of it? Because I think I am scarred for life." So I now have the Bratz doll if you need it. Maggie's future plans are to attend Augustana, yes, and major in athletic training. I think that's an awesome choice. In all seriousness, here's what I have to say. Maggie is one of the most kind, considerate, and humble people that I know. Whether in the classroom or on the court, she always gives everything that she has. One of the things that I admire most about Maggie is that you will never hear her bragging about her accomplishments, as she would rather have others recognized before herself. In our basketball program, we've adopted a saying, champion each other. Maggie is a true model of this saying. She always puts others before herself, and she openly celebrates their accomplishments before you ever hear her say anything about how she has played or what she has done. She brings her own spark and excitement to everything she does. Perhaps that's why she loves Dr. Pepper. I've asked Maggie many times about the amount of Dr. Pepper that she actually drinks in a day, and I can never get a straight answer. As I was doing some research for this speech today, I found that between the years 2002 and 2004, the slogan for Dr. Pepper was, "Be you." Given that Maggie was born in 2003, this all makes perfect sense to me. How appropriate for Maggie, as this is the way she does all things, by being herself. I hope as you continue on with your life that you will continue to drink Dr. Pepper in moderation, but always be your kind, caring, and loving you. Congratulations on this homecoming honor. Fairmont Junior-Senior High School, it is my privilege to present to you Maggie Todsky.
Okay, a couple things here before we get started. I got 4 things. Number 1, let's give a hand to Mrs. Chambers for setting all this stuff up this week. She's done an awesome job. Number 2, congrats, King and Queen candidates. I hope you guys have had a great week and enjoy the next couple days. It's a memory that you'll live for the rest of your life. Number 3, Ellie, don't lose those because Mr. Kessering is coming up after me, so keep those handy. And number 4, I tried to put on Hudson's game jersey, but the dad bod has expanded a little bit, so to all the Huskies out there, fight on, okay? It is a privilege for me to stand up here today and talk to you guys about Hudson Arts. He is our 2021 Homecoming King candidate. Hudson is the son of Sherry and Kelly Arts. He has 4 siblings. Hadley, which is the athlete, Hank, Harper, and Hogan. They have 2 dogs, 2 horses, 3 goats, and multiple chickens, which Hadley probably does the chores for everything. There we go. I asked the Arts family for some pictures. I'm a very visual person, and I think pictures do a great job of telling a story. And this is the Arts family, and this is how I've got to know them through football. So this is the Arts family at a Bison football game, probably when they upset the Iowa Hawkeyes a few years ago. The other picture is Hudson at an early elementary age football. I'm sure they spent many times going up to Mankato and watching Hudson and Hank and now Hogan play football. So I had to ask for a little dirt from the family. Before I get to everything, I want to just take a quick glance at this picture. Now with the dad of 3 girls, I totally understand what this picture is. You get the fun, loving picture on the top left, which you'll pull up here in a second. But in all reality, when the kids are kids, look at the bottom right picture. I think that explains everything. But Hudson is the big brother. He carries Hank around, which is kind of a tough task to do in itself. Takes him to all the football practices, and there's Hogan, that I'm sure Hogan looks up to his big brother. I had to ask Hank for some information, and Hank's kind of like, well, you know, geez, I'll text you. Well, like, Hank, I got to go. I got to get this going. Well, yeah, okay, I'll text you. So he finally texts me, and basically what Hank likes to do is he likes to eat all of Hudson's leftovers, and usually gets Hudson pretty mad. Asked Mom and Dad for some stuff, and Hudson is the forgetter. When they go on vacations, if he's got to go to games, he forgets his shoes, his helmets, his mouth guards at one hockey event, from what I hear. He's the guy that probably has to be the last one out of the hotel room to make sure that everything is out. A couple other things. If it's not football or work, Hudson is known to sleep in, and kind of good luck waking him up. That's a quality picture of him on the right there. And this one, I think a few of us can attest to this one. If the Vikings lose, he's very moody. which you kind of have been the last 2 weeks, Hudson. I guess in 2009, when the Vikings were playing the Saints in the NFC Championship game, Hudson got so mad that he threw a helmet across the living room floor because Adrian Peterson fumbled, and we ended up losing the game and was unable to go to the Super Bowl. Here's just a couple other good pictures of the Arts kids. There's Hadley and Hank, and in that picture, Hank did look like he just ate his leftovers. And then there's another one in their Bison uniform, and Hank, I sure hope that's a root beer, buddy. This is my favorite slide of them all. As I was kind of doing this and kind of getting the speech ready to go for today, this is the one that really stood out to me. What makes Hudson Huddy? It's sports. He loves them, he lives them, he breathes them, he dies for his sports. He participates in football, hockey, and track. And what's really cool, so I've been the AD here now 11 years, and Hudson has been a captain in all three of those sports, not just for one season, but for multiple seasons. This year, he's going to be in the fall musical, Beauty and the Beast. Can't wait to see him in action on stage. He also likes to lift weights in his free time. He also hunts, fish, golfs, water skis, and last winter, he did do a little snow skiing. Yeah, you're good. Some random things about Hudson. His favorite food is fettuccine Alfredo. He likes burgers. Says he likes to dance, preferably with Eli. Not sure where that is or where that's going. This fall, I'm out on the practice field. I learned and I found out that Hudson is big into TikTok. Again, I really don't know much about TikTok. I'm kind of into that old dad stage now of my life. But I had to know what was going on with this TikTok. So wherever you are, Katie, Becker, I really appreciate what you did. Yeah, go ahead and let's play this little clip here. And he did have somebody in the video with him. It should just kind of take off here, I think. TikTok, I guess it is what it is. Favorite kind of music? He said anything but pop. He told me he's a flirt, but currently no girlfriend, so I guess the flirting's not going that good. Favorite all-time cartoon is SpongeBob. The future, this is another great slide here. The future for Hudson is bright, it's big. He's going to be a football player at the North Dakota State next fall. He's going to go to school for business, marketing, and management information systems. His dream job is working with people, wants to maybe get into sales, and the summer plans are to work, lift, go on the boat, and maybe find that special girl. This picture, I just love this picture of just seeing Hudson in his future, and his dad also played at North Dakota State, so it's kind of a cool family affair here. His legacy here at Fairmont High School, I asked him what is the best advice to younger classmen. He said to go all in whatever you do and stand up for what you believe in. His favorite high school memory is football, hanging out with his friends, and being a state champion in the 4x400. His least favorite high school memory is online school. From a coach's perspective, Hudson has always been all in everything that he's done. I've had the opportunity to coach him in football and track, and he's all in on everything that he's done. He's a very physical football player. That's what caught the attention of many colleges around the area. He's a great teammate. He's the fastest guy in the school. Been coaching track for 17 years, and I've never seen a kid qualify in the 100, 200, and 400 all in the same year. He has an unbelievable work ethic. He loves being a Fairmont Cardinal, and it's been an honor to coach him. And I asked some of his teammates to give me one word on him. Gavin Rodney said he's a leader. Zach Jorgensen said he's athletic. And Eli Anderson said he's confident. All three of those are big-time athletes with big-time words to describe their friend. So it's a privilege for me to introduce to you guys Hudson Arts.
Yeah, I'd probably need the Kleenexes, Laura, so. Yeah. hurry up. We're on a time crunch here, so we're going to do our best, right? So, hey, this is Laura. I'm Jared, her dad. Her mom's over there. That's Michelle. I'd like to congratulate the whole homecoming court. Like, Michelle did one thing for this, and she put this together, and it's just plain. There's a reason for, like, one of them, but she didn't write the speech like Brad's wife, so. All right, I'm here to introduce Laura. Many of you know there's a pretty good chance I'll get emotional. I get emotional when they're not my kids. I cry like every year they do that stupid baby slideshow that makes me cry. And that's when my kids are still in elementary school. When you're dad, I think you realize why. But so my defense mechanism as a psychology teacher is when I get emotional, I just start making fun of my daughter. So like, you're going to get a balance of me roasting her and hopefully saying some kind things so you get to know her as well. She was born on March 12, 2004. And to be honest with you, my first emotion with Laura was annoyance. The Timberwolves were actually good in 2004, and I sat down to watch them play the Lakers, kicked my recliner chair, legs go in the air, and I hear Michelle yell upstairs like screaming. Obviously, you know what's going on. And less than an hour and a half later or so, she was fast from the start, I was holding Laura in my arms, and I had missed the entire basketball game. And it didn't seem to matter anymore. So, 3.5 later, her first brother was born. That's Jordan. And 4 years later, son of a gun. 4 years later, Ryan was born, and then we have this stupid dog Blaze as of 2018. I did ask her brothers for, like, hey, what do you want everybody to know about your sister? And this is how deep they are in their thoughts. Jordan says, she's nice, she gives me rides everywhere, and she takes a lot of her time and gives it to others. So it was like half nice and half typical brother. And then her 4th grade brother, Ryan, said, she's really nice. We always have to empty the dishwasher, and she always takes the hardest spot, or hardest part. So I guess that means a lot to your brother, Ryan. Laura's very active here at FHS. You know, she participates, I'm sure I'll miss some, band, choir, cross-country track, basketball, student council, the musical, National Honor Society. I probably missed some things. She's busy. Laura plans to attend college somewhere next fall. She wants to really run, and she wants to be an elementary teacher as well. I'm not sure if this is still a plan, but I do know in 4th and 5th grade she already had her husband picked out. I believe it was Niall from One Direction. So is that still the plan? No. Oh, okay. So maybe it's still the plan. I always wanted to go to Ireland. In all seriousness, no, I'm going to give you about 3 things that stand out when I think of my daughter. She's little. She's tough. She is tough, and that's the word. She's pound for pound the toughest person I know. As a parent, I've seen it come out in a lot of ways. She's got really smelly feet. Okay, all right, that helped. If there's a race or a test or something, that didn't go her way, I've been teaching long enough to know when adversity hits, a lot of kids give up, and she gets this determined look in her face, and the next practice, the next test, the next whatever it is, it's like she attacks it, and I'm jealous of that because it's... Next. Now, there's a picture up there somewhere of her in a little cute car, like a Mustang. Okay, some of you may know that I teach driver's ed. That picture right there, if you can just envision, this is why I teach driver's ed. It's because if it gets there, because at like age 5, she drove that stinking car right through our fence in the backyard. Right there, at that age, probably not at that time, she was smiling while she did it, and I said, for the future of our community, I better start teaching driver's ed so everybody stays safe. Now, I also find Laura to be a very humble person. She's had success in track. I mean, she's fast, okay? She's had success in the classroom, cross country, but if you ever see her at a race, and maybe she won, maybe she didn't, and if you ask her how she did, a lot of kids would love to tell you, I set this record, I ran this, I did that, I did that. Laura's going to say, it went okay. It was fine. She says it no matter what. And she'll quickly shift the conversation somewhere else. Let's see, what else do I got? You're moody as heck lately. That's all that. So I do know, like, for one example, like she last year in track, she went by her aunt. Her aunt was a good runner. I may surprise you, may not. Her Jenny Schwieger, she's a counselor, and Laura beat her mile time record. And first thing she did to Jenny was apologize to her. You know, I'm sorry. Like that's just kind of, it was genuine. I don't think you were making fun of her. It was genuine, and that's just who she is. She is kind. And I think every parent always thinks our kids are probably a little more than they are. That's just natural. I've always accepted that. So when I say my child is kind, I'm probably a little bit biased, so I better bring some evidence. She spends hours baking, and it's hardly ever for her. Always for her. And she loves to do it with her cousin Maddie, who's a year older than her, who's at the U of M. They bake together for friends, for family, like it's always something. If somebody's struggling, she's going to ask, oh, there they are. She's going to ask if they need anything. That's just who she is. Friendships mean a lot to her. It's almost embarrassing to say she is our family's moral compass, and you would think her mom and dad would be that, but I'm not going to lie. I feel like she raises me more than I raise her. I may not always choose my words as carefully as she chooses her words. She's very careful with that. People said, I think Laura's shy. I said, no, she's not shy. I think she's careful. She's careful with what she's going to say because she knows how powerful words can be. But there was one time she was not nice to me, probably a lot more times. So she's like been in Borkart dance since she was 3, so she thinks she's a really good dancer. So I challenged her repeatedly in our younger days, like, a few years ago, to just dance on the Wii. That's still a thing, right? Laura's never beat me on the Wii. She continues to talk trash about it. She's unkind because she lies about it. And it got to the point where I challenged her to a freestyle dance-off in the living room with my 2 sons and Michelle judging the contest. Who won? Me. Who won, Jordan? It was Dad. And if we had a little more time, maybe I would challenge her right here, and I could get all of you to see it as well. But I don't think we had time for that. So sorry, honey. But I did ask Laura if there was anything that she wanted the underclassmen to know. And she said, the typical, be as involved as you can. There's so many memories that you can have and so many activities. You might find that passion that you didn't even know you had. She also says to be kind to everyone. That kindness can help somebody get through a tough day and you didn't even know that. And I think that's it. It's been an honor to be Laura's dad, and I'm proud of the person she is and will continue to become. I love you, Laura. Here's Laura. I didn't, no.
I'm back, baby. Woo! Some of you might remember in 2019, they stuck me up here with a redheaded kid. It didn't go well. So they called me back to speak for my man, Eli Anderson. Woo! He is the son of Brad and Lisa Anderson. If we could get them to stand up, please, really quick. Please stand up. Yeah, he's got to get up. Yep. Let's give him 2 claps and a woo, real clap. Let's give it to him. We're good. Now, the beauty of being in a time crunch for me, I did not ask Eli a single question about what he was interested in, what he cared about, what he ate for breakfast, or who his family was. I know he's the son, a brother, he's got some siblings, and a grandson. But we are here today to win. I want to make that very clear. We're not here to get second place this year. The rest of these kids are really nice. They're great kids. But they're not as good as this guy. Okay? Take your hat off, please, Eli. When you see that flow, that makes the girls go, whoa. When you see his style, that makes the ladies go wild. Yeah. And most importantly, Eli's got to be the king. Because in 2021, he's going to lead the Fairmont football team and get us a 2021 state championship ring. Eli Anderson.
Cool. Hi, Fairmont Junior-Senior High. My name is Katie Hoagland, and I teach orchestra here. And I timed it this morning, and we're going to come out on time. We're going to be okay. It's been so good to hear the other 9 candidates' introductions. We have some truly wonderful people in our school community, and I'm happy to introduce another. I have the privilege of introducing Samantha Castro, a candidate who consistently lights up the room. She is known for her kindness, her warmth, and her willingness to start a conversation with anyone. You may have already heard Sam singing Pitbull at the top of her lungs out of a moving car, but just in case you haven't yet, here's a refresher. Let's learn a little bit more about the person behind the beautiful voice and the great camera skills. Sam Castro is the daughter of Luz and Jorge Castro. She has a brother, Sebastian, a sister, Simone, and a dog named Luna. As a child, Sam went to Fairmont Elementary School and started playing soccer at age 7. She began playing cello in 5th grade. Nowadays, Sam plays soccer for the FJSHS girls varsity team. When I asked her coach, Matt Nielsen, about Sam, he responded right away. Matt says, "In the years I have known Samantha, I have seen someone who's a wonderful light, cheerful and kind, competitive and fair. She strives for the best in herself and seeks to help others find their best selves. She's a wonderful student, player, and human." Sam joined the dance team in 9th grade. Sam's dance coach, Courtney Stuber, says Sam has been awarded 2 peer-voted awards for her leadership, positive attitude, and welcoming spirit. She's an uplifting presence during practices and has a kind and caring heart. She is both responsible and reliable. I've had the joy of having Sam in orchestra all 4 years of my teaching career so far. My favorite thing about Sam is her greetings every morning. Even if she has been up late for a soccer game the night before, Sam is always in my room 10 minutes before class with her Uncrustable and a big smile. She always says good morning and she asks how I'm doing. Sam was also one of the best distance learning students because she did not just submit any old flip grids, she added her unique spin. Last year when we had to submit recordings for virtual orchestra, Sam would take the first minute or 2 of her video to catch me up on her day. Should I keep going? All right. Here's an example from last holiday season. The high school students had to write a composition. She dressed up and added a festive background, and she was also concerned she looked like an elf. Oh, I wish you could hear her. I'm sorry. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Anyways, I look like an elf.
Okay, so you'll notice that video is like 1:47. She talks for like 1:40 of the video. For the record, I don't think you look like an elf. You look great. Thank you. When Sam's not in school or school activities, she loves spending time with friends. She also volunteers. Uh-oh, Bryce, you want to help me out there? Thanks. She also volunteers at St. John Vianney every Wednesday night. She helps the elementary students with faith formation classes. Her favorite food is tacos, and her favorite restaurant is Pizza Ranch. Sam says she loves food and she loves to eat. When I asked Sam what her favorite part of the school day was, she said lunch. One of Sam's favorite things to do with her family is travel to Mexico almost every year to visit extended family. One of her most special memories was her quinceañera. Sam spent the day with family and the party lasted until 1 a.m. She said it was a night she'll never forget. It was really fun to watch her eyes light up when she talked about her family. Next year, Sam is going to attend college and she hopes to major in elementary education. She would like to become an elementary teacher someday and her favorite grade is 5th. She would also like to live in Utah someday. I'm so excited to see what the future holds for Sam and I hope she keeps in touch long after graduation. Fairmont Junior-Senior High School, I'm excited to introduce you to Sam Castro.
Students, you are excused. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, candidates. Voting is tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.